Hey everyone, I'm back. I I'm sorry it's been a week since I created any content, and it might sound strange, but I wanted to apologize. It wasn't my intention to for it to be this long. I like I had said before, Tuesday, Friday, Sunday, I'm trying to make this happen. I It was a busy weekend, so today I wanted to talk about. I'll probably end up talking about a few things, but what's on my mind mostly is fear, and I guess probably insecurities, but mostly fear. Um, so that's what I'm going to touch on. I'm going to touch on different types of fear, what I'm afraid of, why maybe I'm afraid of those things, and kind of get to the root of what is there really to be afraid of, and why am I afraid of things. So just to touch quickly on the reason I haven't you haven't seen me in, I think, exactly a week. I There was a bachelor party for one of my good friends, Johnny, not the Johnny that I interviewed, my other buddy Johnny. He's getting married, and he had a bachelor party with his close friends, and it was at a place called Laughlin. It's about a 4.5 hour drive. It's very hot. It's the desert. It's the border of Nevada and Arizona, and we got an Airbnb. He got an Airbnb, and he rented a boat and tubes, and he has a wakeboard. So it was a really nice time. I hadn't seen Johnny in a while. I used to work for him. He does flooring. He's a general contractor. He does a lot of that stuff. But that's why. And so Friday we drove out. Sunday we were driving home, so I wasn't able to. Sometimes life's going to get in the way, but I'll do better at being more consistent with this, and I'll catch up. Um, and then so yesterday I wanted to do something, but it was my son's first day of kindergarten, and that was really exciting, and I got to do that with him. So that wasn't able to do anything yesterday. But that's just to catch you up. So I've been I've had a lot of fears come up in my life recently, whether it be financial insecurity, fears of starting new things. I've been afraid. So you guys know that I've shared custody of my son, so I only get him 50% of the time. A big fear that I've been having recently is, I have this, so I have a picture of what I imagine to be a good father. And one of the most important things, in my opinion, is a good father is there physically. And so right off the bat, I only have, I'm only granted 50% of the time that that he exists. 50% with his mom, 50% with me. So I'm already at a disadvantage of 50%. So I feel like sacrificing any more of that time, it just makes me feel like if I sacrifice any more of that time, it makes me a bad dad. I want to be able to be there for him and do things with him and make memories, and I want him to know that I'm here. And so, fears around, uh, you know, what certain type of job I want to step into at the moment, because that is something that I'm in the middle of trying to do, and to balance out. Obviously, I need to be able to provide for him. It's huge financially, so I have to work. Everybody has to, I have to work. Um, but trying to figure out what I can do that won't take away any of the time that I'm able to spend with him. There's a lot of fear surrounding that. I don't want to not be able to provide for him. I also don't want to miss any time with him, and they kind of conflict. Um, Another thing that makes me a good dad, in my opinion, a good dad to my son is the relationship that I'm in. It makes me a better person. It makes me more present, and she's very good to him. But just being in a healthy relationship levels me up and makes me better as a man, as a father. And So that making me a better dad for my son. I also have a fear around, I don't want to miss. I also don't want to sacrifice too much time from that relationship. I want to, it's just, there's a lot of fear surrounding figuring out the balance with all of that. And obviously my son, relies on me. And that's the most important thing, is to make sure that I raise my son right and I'm there for my son and he gets everything that he needs. Um, so it's tough. It's a hard thing. And the fear surrounding that, if I allow like if I just sit here and think about all of the things that I'm trying to, you know, work out, if I just sit here and think about, if I try to think through the problem, and I don't know if it's a problem, but if I try to think through that fear, that mess, it cripples me. I could sit here and think about it open-endedly. It requires action, and it's just to me it's interesting because the fear actually, if I allow it to, prevents me from action, and action is the only thing that's going to get me through the fear. And so I started to think about things I used to be afraid of. Like I was afraid to get clean because my identity was with using and that lifestyle. So if I get clean, like who am I? What's my identity? Because I was running and gunning and just living that lifestyle, and that's what I was for a decade. And so the fear surrounding, how am I going to have fun? What do I even like? Because at the time I just liked getting high. So without that, what do I like? I'm not a kid anymore. I don't like video games. It was a very confusing, scary thing. Um, but I did it, and in doing it, I realized that there was really nothing to be afraid of. I was actually only afraid of the idea of doing that. So it was like I created the fear based on an expectation, I guess, of what I thought that would look like. So I was afraid of getting clean because I had an expectation in my mind, or some picture in my mind, of what getting clean or being clean looked like. And because that's what I saw it as, I was afraid to do that because I thought that's what it's going to be. Turns out I had no idea what being clean was going to be like. It's amazing. But so then I tell myself there's actually nothing to be afraid of. I'm causing the fear myself. And through action I can just walk through that. And it might be uncomfortable. I'm not saying there's nothing to fear. It's scary. Rejection's scary. Discomfort, failing. I find myself in fear of success. I've failed at many, many things. So fear of failure isn't big on my list because I've failed so many times that it's just like, okay, just chalk another one up. I'll try again. I find myself afraid a little bit of success because I don't really know what comes with that. Like I want success, but at the same time, it's like I don't know what comes with that, so it's scary. I think I want it. I think I want success because with success typically means more income to be able to go on vacation or do whatever you want, or pay your bills easier or make life easier. But also comes responsibility. And to start, I want responsibility. Yeah, give me responsibility. I can handle it. But the unknown of what those responsibilities look like with the success, then I start, well, what if it's too much? What if it's not what I thought it was? What if it doesn't look like I think it should look like? And those are all expectations and future tripping. And when I set expectations, I really just set myself up for not for success. It's not what I should be doing. And it's part of my program to try and have no expectations and just go into things open-minded and just take it as it comes. And I do that as often as I can, but it's not possible for me to always do that. I always I'm human. I catch myself all the time failing at that. To my own dismay, I'll set expectations on like the way I thought this weekend should go, which I don't think I had any. But on that, I think with all the stuff I have going on, I think I might have hurt one of my friend's feelings, and I didn't even know it. But another friend, after we got home, had pointed out to me that I might have said some things that were kind of insensitive, and so I need to reach out to my buddy and apologize to him and see where he's at. I didn't even know, I guess I was in my own head, and I honestly don't even know what I said, but it was brought to my attention that I said something, and it's not my intention. I don't want to hurt people. It's not something that I ever want to do. Anyone, whether I like them, they like me. They dislike me, I dislike them. Causing people harm is not something that I want to participate in. Surrounding my fears of my fear and insecurity of specifically my financial situation right now, I do feel that it's appropriate that I thank some people that have gone above and beyond, not just watching and commenting, which is plenty. Anyone watching this, I love you, and that's all you need to do to support is come here and watch. That's it. If you want to comment, amazing. But there are some people that have done more than I could ever imagine, and most of it is on YouTube in the super thanks when I go live, or it is what it is. I don't want to get too much into it, but Rachel and Alexander, Solo Sinner again, Lane O'Connor, Eddie, St. John's Films, Madison Gardner, Monica Bagby, Antonio, Little Mikeism, all of those supers that you guys that you're doing are allowing me to do more of this. They're allowing me you will see. I'm putting some things into practice, and I'm getting better. On the PayPal side, there's a man named Tom who had this idea, who commented, had an idea, and he also emailed me to set up a P.O. box. And he made a donation to my PayPal so that I could set up a P.O. box. So I'm in the process of setting up a P.O. box, and I'll give you guys more information on that once I have it. I've never done it before. This is my first time, but it's just crazy that people will do these things. And so other PayPal people, Lewis and Matt, Galen, I hope I'm saying that right, Jay, also Julius, and Artie. I'm so grateful. Everyone that I just named and more. I named the first ones before in a live, I believe. All of those different names are the either the usernames or the name of people who have donated to this project. And it's so crazy. I'm so grateful because you are lessening my burden and my fears and my insecurities. And it is never expected, ever, but it is appreciated beyond belief. I can't properly thank you sitting here on my bed making this video. I can't properly thank you, but I wanted to acknowledge you because it matters, and you all matter. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's going to allow me to do more of this, do this better, be able to do this more often. It's so amazing. You guys and ladies, everyone are amazing. Thank you so much. And so my son started kindergarten this week, which has been wild, and it's just really cool to see somebody excited, to see my son excited to go to school and see his friends and have no fear, and he's just happy, and he just wants to go see kids, and that gets me out of myself a bit. And I'm really blessed to have my son. I'm blessed to have this. Anyone that is watching this right now, I'm so blessed to have you here. And it's not a very long video, but I just wanted to touch base and let you guys know why I missed this weekend. I'm gonna go live Friday or Sunday. I'll set it up so that everybody can see. I might do Friday and Sunday, but I'm gonna post on Friday and Sunday, whether it's a live stream or whether it's a video. More to be determined. But Friday and Sunday, at least Friday and Sunday, you will definitely see me again. At least one of those days I will be live so we can have some fun together. I appreciate everyone. I truly hope you all have an awesome day. It's Tuesday. I hope you have a great rest of the week. But I will see you again in the next day or two. Definitely by Friday and again on Sunday. I love you. Thank you so much for being here and for all the kind comments. I've had to remove and hide some comments of people that weren't saying very nice things. Comes with the territory. I appreciate everyone for the positivity and the motivation. I hope you keep showing up. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you.